Welcome to the Deep Dive, the place where we break down some pretty complicated source material and distill it just for you.
Glad to be here.
Today, we are boarding a fascinating train of thought, and I mean that literally.
Yeah.
We're diving into the unique and, wow, long-running Japanese project known as Tetsudou Musume Railway Girls.
Which most fans just shorten to Tetsuryo.
Right, Tetsuryo.
Yeah,
And the timing for this is just perfect.
it really is. We're looking at its 20th anniversary, and the huge news is that a brand new anime adaptation is officially on the tracks for 2026.
And this isn't just, another anime announcement. This project is something special. It bridges pop culture with, of all things, national infrastructure.
It really does.
Our source material today is fantastic. It gives us a complete breakdown of the upcoming anime. We're talking the cast, the creative team, plus a really good look back at the franchise's whole two-decade history.
So our mission really is to unpack how Tetsudou Musume became this cultural phenomenon.
Yeah, how did it manage to blend cute girls with the, let's be honest, pretty practical world of Japanese railway culture? And what's this new anime promising?
To get that, you have to go right back to the beginning. We're talking 2005. The whole thing was launched by Takara Tomy.
And it was disruptive from the start.
Completely. Because it wasn't just another line of generic figures. It was designed with a very specific, real-world purpose.
Okay, let's unpack that for anyone who's never heard of it.
Yeah.
The premise can sound, well, a little niche. So at its core, what is this project?
Well, it's essentially a character project, and the lineup is massive now. We're talking well over 100 different girls.
100.
And each one of them represents a different job within the railway system. So you've got station attendants, conductors, operations managers, even specialized maintenance workers.
But here's the part that I think is so clever. The thing that turns it from just a collectible into a promotional tool.
Go on.
The uniforms. They wear the actual specific uniforms of real train companies all across Japan.
Exactly. So you might see a character wearing the official uniform for the Tokyo Metro or maybe the Kintetsu Railway. And that specific uniform is tied directly to a specific character.
It's just brilliant marketing, isn't it? It's almost symbiotic.
It is. And that gets us to the so what of it all. Why does this matter? The core goal from 2005 on was always to promote and revitalize local train lines.
Especially the regional ones.
Especially the regional ones, yeah. It's all about taking something people see as, mundane, like your daily commute, and injecting it with charm and personality.
So if I'm running a railway company, and maybe it's a bit of a, conservative company, what's the pitch? How do you sell me on having a cartoon girl represent my brand?
That's a great question. The benefits are really tangible. First off, it's direct revenue from licensed merch. The figures are often sold right there at the stations they represent.
Oh, that's smart. A localized revenue stream.
Totally separate from ticket sales. But maybe even more important is the tourism it drives. Fans will literally travel to visit the stations and ride the lines that their favorite characters represent.
So it's basically a massive, decentralized mascot campaign.
You could see it that way, yeah.
But with over 100 characters, don't you risk, saturation? It feels like that could get overwhelming really fast.
It's a valid concern, but they've managed it by always tying the fantasy back to reality. The source highlights this really well. The character names, their backstories, their personalities.
It's all connected to the real world.
Ingeniously so. They're inspired by real railway stations, specific train models, even technical facilities. So the more you learn about the character, the more you accidentally learn about Japanese rail infrastructure.
It's a constant promotional loop. And a great way to build local pride, I imagine. A small regional line suddenly gets a character that people across the country want to collect.
Precisely. And that's the core idea that allowed it to branch out so quickly. It wasn't just figures for long. There have been games, manga, and, of course, the big one, the 2008 live-action TV drama.
Okay, let's talk about that for a second. Tetsudou Musume Girls Be Ambitious. That was a huge moment for the franchise, wasn't it?
It was a massive step into the mainstream. It was how they broadened the appeal beyond just collectors.
Because they brought in the J-pop world.
They did. They cast high-profile members of AKB48 at the time, specifically Samizawa and Tomomi Kasai, to play railway workers.
And that just elevates the whole project. It proves the concept isn't just about little plastic figures. It's a flexible idea that can cross into mainstream entertainment and still be
faithful to the railway industry. It was a statement. It showed this property has real staying power.
And here we are, 20 years later, looking at the next evolution, the 2026 anime.
Which has to respect that history, but also, create a fresh entry point for new fans.
Exactly. So let's shift gears. Let's pull into the station for the new anime. It's marking the 20th anniversary, but it's taking a very different approach. They're not trying to adapt the stories of all 100-plus characters.
Which is a smart move. Our source confirms they're going with a new streamlined premise. The story is going to focus on 4 university students.
And they form a club?
The Train Travel Club, which they affectionately call Tetsuryo.
Oh, so they're bringing the fan nickname right into the show.
Yeah.
I like that. So these 4 students are our guides, basically.
That's the idea. And the promise is that we, the viewers, will get immersed in the world of women who are really interested in and interacting with the railway industry. It's less about the nitty-gritty of operations.
And more about the experience.
Exactly. The experience of travel, of exploration, and the friendships you make along the way. We're told to expect a mix of humor, camaraderie, and a really deep, informed love for railway culture.
It sounds like they're tapping into that very popular genre of, cute girls doing a specific hobby.
For sure.
But the twist here is that their hobby is backed by 2 decades of real-world corporate partnerships.
Right. And to pull that off, to balance the travelogue with the slice-of-life stuff, you need a very specific creative team.
Let's get into that, because the talent they've assembled really tells a story. It suggests they're aiming for something with high-quality visuals and strong character writing.
Absolutely. The choices are very intentional.
So who's directing? Who is steering this train?
That would be Misuzu Hoshino. And their past work is super relevant here. They directed Hokkaido Gals are super adorable.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. That show is known for its incredible sense of place. It really captures the feeling of being in Hokkaido.
And that's paramount for a show about traveling Japan's rail lines, right?
Yeah.
You need someone who can translate that geographic atmosphere to the screen. It's not just about getting from point A to B.
It's about the feeling of the journey. I get it. Okay, what about the writing? Serious composition.
That's Aya Satsuki, who wrote for Solo Camping for 2.
Another interesting choice. That show is very quiet, very reflective.
It is, and choosing a writer known for these small, intimate, character-driven stories tells a lot. It suggests they're prioritizing the girls' friendships and the quiet joy of travel over, say, any kind of high-stakes drama.
So they're going for a gentle, feel-good vibe. The kind of thing that makes you emotionally connect to a place or a hobby.
Exactly. And that feeling is reinforced even more by their choice for character designer.
Naofumi Hashimoto.
Yep.
Anime fans are going to recognize that name immediately from the 3rd season of Laid Back Camp.
And that is a huge signal. I mean, it's the ultimate signal. Laid Back Cam is the gold standard for this genre.
Blending real-world locations and niche hobbies with these incredibly cozy, character-driven stories.
Right. And Hashimoto's style is so warm and endearing, but also incredibly meticulous with the details, the scenery, the equipment. We can probably expect the new Tetsudou Musume to be visually spot on with the uniforms and the trains, but also just super charming in how it portrays the characters.
That's the magic formula right there. That synergy between location, hobby, and character warmth. Okay, let's meet the new members of the Train Travel Club. We have the full voice cast.
Yeah, and it's a nice mix of veteran talent and some fresh faces. This is what's really going to define the tone of the show.
Let's start with the lead, Misaki Sada. Who's voicing her?
Misaki is voiced by May Tachibana. You might know her from Magical Sisters Luluto Lily, where she played Funo no Miya.
Okay.
That role suggests she can bring that, energetic enthusiasm you need for a club leader, but also a bit of lighthearted whimsy.
Sounds perfect for a travel story. Okay, next up is Kodama Orihara, and the source flags something interesting about this casting.
This is a really cool detail. Kodama is being voiced by Mao Shoji, who is explicitly noted as a newcomer. She's basically making her big industry debut with a starring role in a major anniversary project.
Wow, no pressure. That's a huge vote of confidence from the production team.
It really is. It shows they're committed to finding and elevating new talent, which adds a real sense of discovery for the audience, too. It says they're looking forward, not just back.
I love that. Okay, character number 3, Ushio Yagami.
Ushio is voiced by Haruna Fukushima. She was in Humamazume Pretty Derby, beginning of a new era as Dansu Flame.
Another huge franchise.
A franchise known for its super high energy and really motivational performances. That bodes well for bringing some dynamic energy to the club. Maybe a little competitive spirit for their travel goals.
Good point. And finally, rounding out the main 4, we have Usa Harutanchi.
Usa is voiced by Hika Tsukishiro, who played Chika Susugumori in Zatsutabi. That's Journey.
And that connection feels almost too perfect.
It really is. Satsutabi is a series all about wandering, low-key travel, and exploration. Casting an actor from a project like that just doubles down on the tone set by the director and writer. This is going to be a measured, atmospheric journey, not a frantic race.
So when you put it all together, the creative team, the cast, the focus on these 4 students, it's clear they designed a really cohesive and high-quality entry point for the franchise's next chapter.
It's a masterclass, really, in how to revitalize a long-running property. It respects the original mission from 20 years ago.
That cultural celebration and promotion of local rail.
Exactly, while adopting a modern, popular storytelling format that a whole new audience can get into.
So the new anime coming in 2026, it looks like it's going to be this nostalgic but also really fresh homage to a franchise that just perfectly captures the charm of Japan's railways.
The production value seems incredibly high, too, which tells you this is a major anniversary project for them.
And that brings up a really interesting final thought for you, the listener, to chew on after this.
Go for it.
The decades-long success of Tetsudou Musume. It points to this fascinating and maybe unique synergy. I mean, where else in the world do you see real-world infrastructure, the actual trains and tracks people use every day, so effectively support and be supported by light entertainment like anime?
It's a great point. It proves that even a topic as practical as regional economics or daily commuting can be infused with personality and genuine cultural charm.
It really can.
The tracks are definitely laid for the next 20 years. The source material strongly advises keeping an eye on the official social channels for updates and teasers.
This sounds like one destination you definitely don't want to miss.